All right, and we are live. Let me grab what we're working on today. So originally I was going to do Lily, no. Okay, one sec, let me deal with Lily. Hey, no. Come here, go. Hi. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Have a happy holiday. Thank you. Okay. And we're back. My apologies. Hello, thank you for joining. Okay, so today we're doing some Christmas pretzel treats, but I decided to do something a little bit different. And I had this idea that I'm very excited to try. So we're not going to do just regular pretzel treats. Of course, you could just take, pretzel stick like we've done before, dip it in chocolate, add sprinkles, whatever, or you can do like the, take a piece of caramel, wrap it around. We've also done that before here on lives. But today is a little bit different. It's kind of a pretzel treat. It's more of a caramel treat, but once I had the idea, I was like, I have to try this, and I might as well try with you guys. So we're going to be cutting this caramel. This is my cookie butter salted caramel that I've shared many times. And I believe I made a double batch last night, so that's about the thickness. You could also do a triple batch to make it a little bit thicker. But basically, we are going to be cutting them to, you can kind of see them in the back there, but we're going to be cutting, pick one of these up so you can see it. Come here. These little triangle pieces, and we're going to try to make them look like little Christmas trees. So I just want to have this for like measurement. So we're cutting a strip right across on our caramel here. Okay, and then we're going to move this to first place. Okay, you can still see that right there. Okay, so we're cutting little, like, kind of skinny triangles here. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm not doing any particular measurement. So just, like I said, I'm not making them too wide either because that would make the caramel a little bit too big of a piece, and it's, it's tasty, but it can be sweet if it's too much. So that's why I want to cut these not too large. As it is, these are a little bit bigger than what I usually do, but I think that they're going to turn out pretty cool. Okay, so didn't cut all the way down. Okay, so that's what we do right here, and then I kind of am chilling it in between each part of the process here because these do get a little bit soft. I'll show it to you in just a second. So you can see it's malleable. It's a little bit softer than when this first comes out of the fridge. So we took a, forgot to show this part. I took a pretzel stick and I broke it in kind of half, but there's most of the pieces broke into slightly bigger half and slightly smaller half. So I'm taking the bigger half and I'm just kind of like shoving it into the caramel right here down the center. And it's definitely, it's misshaping quite a bit, but I am kind of carefully reshaping with my clean hands. You can also, of course, be wearing gloves while you're doing this, but just kind of reshaping this into that triangle shape again. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna call that good. So it is a little bit soft like this, so I have some that I already put on sticks so that we do not have to wait and we can start the next part of the process, because we definitely want to have these chilled a little bit first, like ideally to put the sticks in there so they don't misshape so much, but also so that the caramel is not too soft when we're going to be dipping them. So let me pop this back on my sheet pan and then I can chill this and work with it later. And before I grab out the other pieces, we're going to melt our coating candy stuff. So these are the white vanilla melting wafers. We're going to start to melt this in the microwave. And then I'm also excited because I am trying out, the only color that I've tried so far is Color Mill black oil-based coloring. And this one is, you know, a nice green, depending on how much you add. So I'm excited to give another color a try because I ordered some from, it's a company in New York called NY Cake. And I've been wanting to order some stuff from them for a while, so I finally did that. And I'm excited to give these a go. Reminds me of a sugar daddy, if you've ever heard of that. I've heard of that candy, but it's been so long since I had it that I genuinely don't remember what it is. What kind of candy is it again? Now that you mention it, I remember it kind of looking caramely. Okay, got this here. Giving it just a little bit of a mix. Oops. Okay, let's put that back in the microwave. Okay, and I think we're done with the cutting board. At least for right now we are. It's a hard caramel candy. Okay. Yeah, it's been so long since I've tried it. I definitely need to go look up a picture to remind myself exactly what it looks like, but that does kind of sound familiar now that you mention it. Okay. They're like sugar babies, but shaped in rectangle. Okay. Good to know. I forget about the old candies a lot that are not like as popular now as they used to be. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Still a couple little pieces, but let's continue to mix because we don't want to also overheat this because that's when it can kind of like do a little bit of weird streaking or separating. All right, I don't see any little pieces. We look nice and smooth, and we're going to add, I'm gonna try adding like 3 drops, I think. And see how our color looks. so pretty. You could certainly marble it too. That would look really cool. Like not fully mix the colors in. But I'm going to fully mix them in for right now, but I might mix some more later with that marble because that would look really pretty. Okay, that's not quite the green I'm looking for, so I'm going to add a little bit more coloring here. It's not as deep as I want it to be. I still got to add at least a little bit more. I love that color. You love like that kind of sagey green. I think I might want to try the marbled later because I think it would look really fun. It's like a minty color. Yeah. I love minty green too. I'm going for a deeper green. It's not getting as dark as I was hoping to with just a few drops. So at least a few more. We're doubling it. Hopefully this will be the color. You can kind of like see the deeper green in there, of course, when we start to mix it in, but not quite the green I'm looking for, but I'm wondering if I could just use this one. What do we think? I feel like I still want it just a little bit deeper. Okay, I think I'm going to call this good once we fully mix this in here. Okay. I'm happy enough with that. It is kind of still more of that kind of, I don't know if it shows up as well here, but in person it's like still kind of that sagey kind of green, but we're going to roll with it because it's going to have some sprinkles and stuff on it anyway. Okay, I think I'm going to just re-warm this for like 10 or 15 seconds at most, just to make sure it's still nice and smooth when we are dipping. Oops. That would have been bad. I accidentally clicked an extra 1 and it went to 1 minute and 10 seconds instead of just 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. All right, in the meantime, I'm gonna grab my stuff in the garage. Okay, so here are some of the first ones that I was working on this morning to kind of start to test it out before the live. And we got our coating candy here. Okay, and we're also, I don't think I want to do any drizzle on these, but I want to have my sprinkles ready to go. So I'm going to grab a little container because I want to make sure that we decorate this right as we, cute, thank you so much. Aren't they so fun? I'm going to add sprinkles as soon as it comes out. So these make for a great, they honestly look like either ornaments or lights, however you want to view them when they're sprinkled on top of a dessert to look like a tree. I'm using a little bowl here. And I'm cupping my hand because these things go everywhere if you let them kind of bounce. So we got our rainbow sprinkles. And of course, we also have some gold star sprinkles to add to the top of each of our trees. A little star that fell. Okay, so we got all of our stuff ready to go. Our coating candy looks pretty good. And we're gonna try dipping. Make sure you can see it. Okay, I'm gonna move this spoon though because I do not want it in my way while we're doing this. I'm gonna start with this one because there's a little bit more of a handle, if you will, with the pretzel. Okay, then we're gonna shake, 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 shake with our top facing up. Get that excess off of there. And then I also like to gently remove it from the bottom as well. You can see the caramel is actually starting to melt a little bit, but that's fine. Okay. Pretty good. And let's add our sprinkles. And then once we do a couple of these, or we can start doing like a couple at a time, but I just want to make sure. And gold star right there. And a couple more little sprinkles. Yay! Oh, it's so cute. Okay. Like I said, now we can start coating a couple at a time and then doing the sprinkles in between just to make sure. It's also staying on the cold pan, so it will set like a little bit faster just because these do get kind of soft quickly, so I want to keep them on here. Let's do a couple of these. Working quickly because as we saw that the tip of that one started to melt relatively fast. Okay, and set it down. Let's do, whoop. Get a little bit difficult if the stick is too short. I was trying to make it, not too tall. Or not too long down here, but that actually would be more helpful. Okay, I didn't shake enough off of that one. So there's a little bit of pooling, but not too bad. So let's add our sprinkles. And usually for like a better sprinkle distribution of whatever you're sprinkling, you want to go like a little bit higher, but these ones are a nightmare if they bounce everywhere. So I'm not going from too high above it. You can tell it's already starting to set. Okay, let's do a few more, and then this one might actually be done before we are done with the live. It's a pretty quick live overall today, and like I said, we could always do the traditional, like just dipping it in some chocolate or wrapping the pretzel with, you know, a piece of caramel like we've done before. But I just, when this popped in my head, I was like, this is too cute not to try for our final live before Christmas, which is so hard to say right now because it's like, how did it go by that fast? Shake, shake, shake. Yeah, it's definitely harder if the stick is too short. Oh, this one's like getting really soft really quick. You can kind of like break off some of the excess melts if you want to kind of twist it a little bit to kind of help get some more off of there. Since it was bending so much, I wanted to get it on the tray. Okay, you know the drill, we're doing some sprinkles. And of course you can switch it up with the red and white and green nonpareils. Sugar sprinkles can sometimes get lost, I've realized, in the melting wafers, unless you let this harden and then do a drizzle and then add sugar sprinkles, but it can sometimes like sink into it and not really pop. So that's why, in particular, with just adding it straight on after dipping, I love using nonpareils because they really, you know, they don't get lost. They add great color. So okay, and then in between, if they get too soft, then we can just pop them back into the refrigerator. But I think I want to see, looks like this one's too, like, that one's like one of my perfect ones right now. So let's lift, it's all done. It still is, you know, covering the bottom, even if it's like a little bit exposed right there. And this did have just slight pooling, but not too bad. But overall, what do you guys think? I think it's a really fun, kind of different Christmas treat. Let's bite into it. That bite was mostly caramel, of course. But really good. Okay. I'm thinking, I also made this one with like, when I wasn't sure how big the stick should be. It's so cute. Thank you so much. I'm sure it tastes amazing. Yes, the cookie butter salted caramel. I make it a lot because it is one of my favorites to not only make things with, but also it just really, really tastes good. And especially, you know, as an easy treat for the holidays, you could cut these into squares and just, you know, dip it in chocolate, or you can add it into like a silicone mold or something, or you can just do the trees that we just made here that are really fun and cute. Definitely going to take a picture of this one. But yeah, that was our live for today. Like I said, I can't believe that Christmas is already just a few days away and that this is our last live before it. But I hope you guys have enjoyed our lives for the season. And of course, still more videos coming out before Christmas, so make sure to check those out. How did you make the caramel? Great question. So I have actually shared that video before, or a couple of videos related to the cookie butter salted caramel. But basically, you start by caramelizing the sugar, and then once it reaches that like really nice, gorgeous amber color, then you're going to add in cream, and be very, very careful because there's like a ton of steam that comes off of that, and it could easily burn you, so we don't want that to happen, so be very careful. And then you also add in a little bit of butter as well as the cookie butter and let that all just kind of mix in. You can even put it back on the stove if you need to make sure that the heat helps to kind of like get it all in one homogeneous mixture. And then after that, you add some salt and vanilla, and then you can do different stuff with it. You can pour it into a container, but it's a very thick caramel, which is why I like to pour it into a sheet pan like this and then cut it into pieces, because I've found that it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to do that than just to have it in a container and attempt to, like, you know, warm it up and pipe it out or something like that. So you can do that, but like I said, cutting it into little squares or something would make really great gifts. I actually did that last year for some of my Christmas gifts. I made a whole like pan of caramel and then cut them into little squares and, you know, coated them in some of the dark chocolate melting wafers and drizzled chocolate over the top. So it looks really fancy. It looks really nice, but it's really not that difficult. So that's why I love it. And it also tastes amazing. So okay, thank you. You're welcome. Merry Christmas. I'm going to make Christmas cookies. Hope you have a great Christmas. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great Christmas too. What kind of Christmas cookies are you making? I'm trying to think if I'm making cookies this weekend. I already made some, but I'm actually making fudge today, which I'm very excited to try because I'm also trying out a new product that I was sent to try out, and I'm really, really excited because I'm also trying out the fudge recipe. Baker Betty on TikTok shared a like a basic fudge recipe, and I'm kind of like adapting it for some flavors that I'm very excited to try. So we'll see if it works. And I also get to try a new product in the meantime. So very, very excited about that. Sugar cookies. Oh, awesome. You're going to decorate them with like royal icing and sprinkles and stuff, or you're going to keep it like classic and like simple? I'm always kind of curious about that because I feel like sugar cookies, I don't know, they're like the most popular one, but I don't always do like the full on. It's been a while since I've done the full decorated ones, even though it is really fun. Had chicken and say hi. Hi, thank you so much for stopping by. And they're going to decorate it and give it to friends. Oh, that's so sweet. That's the perfect gift. Okay. What else? I think that's it for now. Like I said, there's more videos to come. I'm out running errands and prepping to go away, but wanted to say hi. Thank you so much for stopping and saying hi. As always, go check out A Frosted Life, my friend over on, well, YouTube, also Instagram, TikTok, all the apps. Go check her out. And thank you for stopping in. It was a pretty quick live today, and we made these little cookie butter salted caramel Christmas trees with little pretzel sticks as like the stem or trunk, I should say trunk. But yeah, that's it for our live today. Thank you guys again for joining. And we will do a live next week. I'm not quite sure what is on the calendar for that one yet, but I will try to schedule like I've been doing. I'll check her out. Yes, definitely go check her out. But I'll try to schedule the live like I've been doing so that it hopefully notifies everybody that I am going live. I hope that's helping. And I hope everyone has a very, very Merry Christmas and an awesome weekend. I love any channel that bakes. Yes, her things are amazing. She has so many great videos with cookies and cakes and all the really great stuff. Also hot chocolate bombs and like so many cool things. So let's see. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining. Like I said, more videos to come before Christmas. And of course, I'll probably be sharing videos next week after Christmas about some like, you know, holiday gifts that I made people. So look forward to that. And I hope you have an awesome weekend as well as a very, very Merry Christmas. And I will see you soon. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.